The Home Minister Amit Shah recently said, when comparing Bengal's growth to the rest of the country, he said Bengal at one time led the country at independence in terms of industrial growth, as well as economic growth. But 3 decades of communist rule, 2 decades of TMC has seen Bengal's growth rate and its position in the country plunge considerably. And he gives for industry, for instance, it says that Bengal's position right now is 20th out of the 32 states and union territories, that the FDI is negligible, and yet in your budget speech, and I'm saying this, not Mr. Shah, you said that Bengal has become the new destination for the industry, this I'm quoting you, commerce, manufacturing and communication, that Bengal is becoming the destination in the world map. Now, here are two contradictory views. How do you stand by the fact that Bengal's overall growth as compared to the rest of the country certainly doesn't match up and has dropped considerably in the last 50, 60 years?
I think first point I made to you about the GDP, which I'm sure Honorable Chief Minister, when she comes on, she'll talk more about it. As far as industry is concerned, I'll give you a physical example people can take away. When we came to office, following that, Bengal has become the cement hub of India. Who all have invested that? Mr. Shah know that? Today, Sajjan Jindal has invested. You have Puneet Dalmia has invested. And one by one, and Star Cement has invested. Now, the minute about six big investments came in cement, you know who came here? The German company called BASF. You know what were they making? Invested in Bengal. You're talking about foreign direct investment. You know what they're making? Construction chemicals. Why? Because Bengal has become a cement center. Are you aware that Bengal exports 13%, 13% of India's steel and iron? That is nothing. That was not there before in this format. I'm not talking about public sector. And I'm not talking about Durgapur. Primarily 13%. Now, let me go to the next question of investment. TCS, Tata Consulting Service, is today employing 44,000 people in Kolkata. I repeat, 44,000 people. They have just taken land for investing 20 acres where they will invest another 15,000. You know what that will mean? TCS will be larger in Kolkata than Bengaluru. They're already close to Bengaluru. With the additional 15,000, they'll be larger. Nobody wants to talk about it. Do you know why? Attrition rate in Kolkata is 3%. It is 35% in Bengaluru and Hyderabad. Because Bengal's boys and girls do not take your human capital and walk away. Nobody talks about that. Already there's expansion in Wipro. And they have taken a piece of land and another 500 crore investment in the Silicon Valley hub. Are you aware that Jio is making a big investment in Bengal, creating the most modern center for IT, which is advanced IT, which will be artificial intelligence included, with a joint venture they don't want to reveal with whom, because that's a corporate secret. They've taken 40 acres of land, building a fabulous center. Now, why don't people talk about this? Cognizant. Do you know that Cognizant, the American company, is employing 18,000 people in Kolkata? Now you're talking about leather, MSME. In one single leather hub, today there are 220,000 people working. Do you know it is Asia's largest leather hub? It has 8 CETPs, which cleans the environment. Nowhere else in Asia you have it, not even in China. Now, we are going to go to 5 lakh people in that leather hub in employment with 80,000 crores investment. So I'm giving you big, I'm giving you small, I'm giving you IT, I'm giving you manufacturing.
But can I just come in at... No, can I come in? We had Governor of West Bengal, Mr. Dhankar, talk to us this morning, and one of the issues he raised was that this government apparently keeps announcing various schemes in the budget, but doesn't implement them. And he gave several examples of that.
This is complete nonsense. This is complete nonsense.
And let me just finish what he said. He said that he has asked the West Bengal government for a report on the various investment summits that this government has held in the past couple of years, but he has got no report from it, from yours.
He has got a report. If he has said that, he is absolutely wrong and he's saying something that is falsehood. I have personally responded to it.
And what does the report
I-
show? He says
report
that there's not
shows-
much happening.
Well, the report shows that approximately 40% of the investment offers in Bengal Global Business Summits are in process. I have given you a full detail. So I can't understand. I have personally responded to the Honorable Governor. Why doesn't he produce that letter before the public? 40% is in process, and within 3 years to have 40% in process, you have to be very implementation oriented.